Hello, mega shout out to you, Hardis. Thank you for thumbs up, guys. Hello, Marian Vlogs. Hindi siya kita dito, ano, chats. Thank you for thumbs up. Walang anuman. Thank you for coming my house. Mega shout out to all people. Thank you for coming my house. Mega shout out to all people. Thank you for coming my house. Mega shout out to all people. Let's see here. Hello, mega shout out to you, Joy Journey. Thank you for coming my house. Thank you for coming my house. Thank you for thumbs up. Hindi ko siya ano. Thank you, Miss Joy Journey. Pero bakit hindi kita madyakitan? Hindi. O, pwede siya dito sa cellphone, pero sa computer hindi siya pwede. Thank you very much, Joy! Joyce Journey, thank you for coming my house. Thank you for thumbs up, guys. Magkakaroon tayo ng palaro, guys. Magkakaroon tayo ng 20. Meron tayong 20 katao. Magbibigay tayo ng mga pag-games natin, guys. Hakot. Down share it sa host. Thank you very much. Yan, okay na, may jacket na po siya. Hindi pala siya pwede sa computer eh. Ano lang siya. Mega shoutout to 4 million in the house. Share lang tayo sa ating ano. Okay, Joyce Journey. Okay, balik ako mga host. Tawag naman ako ng amo ko. Okay, thank you. Basta balik-balikan mo lang ako. Hello, mega shoutout for you in the house. Thank you very much. Hello, magandang gabi po, Crazy Colettes TV. Thank you very much for coming my house. Seryoso ba? Oo nga eh, parang ang tao tinatamad na siyang magdikit. Tinatamad ng mga tao magdikit ba? Okay lang po. Kamusta po? Kamusta po kayo lahat? Okay lang po. Thank you po sa suporta po. Araw-araw na po kung mag-ELS tuwing 10 p.m. ng Middle East time at 3 a.m. Pinas time. Kamusta po, Madam? Madam Chrissy Colette? O nga po, nagpapahinga sila ng channel. Opo ganun po. Kasi medyo seryoso na to si ano ba yun, nagre-repack? Mga mga nagpapahinga talaga sila ng channel nila para hindi Oo naman, maganda po, talagang maganda talaga kayo. Crazy Colettes, talagang hindi nagbabago. Kumbaga palo lang ng palo ni Lolo, nandun pa rin ang beauty natin. Mega shoutout 3 million the house. Baka nga po, baka matapos ng taon hindi ko pa makuha ang aking WH. Pupunti pa lang guys. Puyat-puyat ba? Tapos lalagasan lang. Ano ba dapat gawin natin para hindi tayo malagasan? Ayun, kalalabas lang po sa aming work, diretso sa YT. Yun na ng aming live. Medyo pagod. Magluluto pa. Walang tagaluto. Hindi kami pwede magpahinga ng channel Ang dami namin hahabulin. Kain tayo guys, kain tayo. Di ako maka-join sa mga pakiramdam ko. Ay, nako. 3 minutes dapat, ayun. 3 minutes dapat ang video at gawin legit ang pangingisda. Yun nga po ginawa na natin legit na legit talagang dikit ko minsan ang problema lang, ikaw maganda magdikit, legit ang dikit mo, yung dumikit sa'yo, wala din, nalalaga, ayaw din nga ayusin, kaya ganun din, lagas din. Everyday, tayo. Yam. Ay, kailangan talaga 3 minutes bago ano? Ano pa pag-usapan natin? Di ba mag-text sa akin? Ay, naka-LS pa yung baking best friend. Sorry, sorry. Mega shout out to you, Chrissy Correct TV. Thank you for pagbisita sa akin. Hello, mega shout out to you also, Loudon Vlog. At mga aking mga classmate talagang nandyan sila kahit na busy sa work, dinadalaw nila ako. Thank you, thank you. Kain tayo, guys. Masaya na ako, thumbs up nyo lang guys, masaya na ako. Habang may repacking nagaganap dito, di ba bawal yan? Ano yan? Pinabaklas? everyone! Dami minutes. Sorry guys. Juancho, sorry. Okay. May jacket na kayo. Pasensya na kayo guys ha. Thank you for coming my house. Thumbs up guys, thumbs up, thumbs up. Nadidelay siya dito sa ano. Maganda shout out to you, Rich Coro. Maganda shout out to you, Rich Coro. Maganda shout out to you, Rich Coro. Maganda shout out to you, Rich Coro.
She won't see you.
You mean she doesn't want him?
Zuleika said she can't see you just yet because she wants to be with her God for a few days. She wants to be alone. Do you understand what she means? Because I don't understand. Before she was so eager to see you, now she won't.
I understand how she is feeling. Allow her to be alone. She wants to be left alone to pray.
What's the matter? Will the prophet of God tell me?
Good for Zuleika. This blessing is very rare. Zuleika has spent years searching everywhere for Joseph's house. Tired and disappointed, she knocked, hoping to see Joseph. But the one who opened the door,
Hello, make it some.
more beautiful,
Make him a charm.
received her with affection. I cannot compete.
Hello, make it some.
To be
Make him a charm.
the creator.
I am not entitled to envy the blessing bestowed upon Zuleika.
Envy is beneath Asenath's dignity. One must be happy for Zuleika. One must aspire to have her mood. She is in the company of another beloved, and I think she will be there for 40 days.
40 days?
Yes, she will not leave sooner than that.
So she waited for you for many years, and now it is your turn to wait for her for a while.
I heard you crying. The others arrived safely, so there's nothing to worry about.
Why haven't they returned yet, then?
They will.
There is a shortage of 500,000 machine learning and artificial intelligence professionals. Keeping this in mind, the University of Texas at Austin.
You should not have left. You should have waited until Jacob's children returned.
If we hadn't returned to Canaan when we did, we would have starved to death. Besides, we didn't know how long we could wait for them. What if we had waited and they never returned? Look! Some people are waiting for us by the hut. Yeah, I can see Father is there.
Hello guys! Manood na lang tayo! Watching the movie! Hello guys! Manood na lang tayo! Watching the movie!
It is them and their animals are freezing death.
Hello guys!
They're back. They're back. Grandfather, they're coming. The caravan is back. The caravan is back.
You and your brother do for Father to love you so much.
Forget, Father. Ask the governor of Egypt why he loved me so much.
Hello! 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 Hello!
Do you remember I said I wouldn't end? Greetings to the prophetess Alice.
God's greetings to you. How is Lady Zuleika?
She is so pretty, Your Excellency. Do you remember I said I wouldn't envy Zuleika?
Yes. What is it? Have you changed your mind?
Yes. I wish I had her feelings.
What is it? Why have we stopped? What is it?
I'm thinking about what Father said. He suggested we enter through different gates.
What is it? Why have we stopped here?
We're going. There's no problem. My brothers and I wish to talk. You go on ahead and we'll catch up.
All right. Everyone but the children of Israel, come with me. Don't let us be separated like the previous journey.
Don't worry, we'll join you shortly.
Do you remember what Father said? Divide into groups of 2 or 3, and we'll enter through different gates.
Cover your faces as much as you can, particularly around the guards.
If you see one of the governor of Egypt's courtiers, hide so they do not recognize you.
Then we'll meet at the silos to get our wheat. Make sure not to stand near each other.
Wait till our companions move on, and then we'll go.
Gad, you go with Asher. Go on. And Simeon and Reuben, you go together. Then Dan and Naphtali, you go. Issachar and Zebulun, go on. Let's go.
Where are you coming from?
We are Canaanite people. We have been here before.
The 10 Canaanite brothers who were with you when you last came. Are they not here?
They are. They're a little way behind. They're on their way.
You can enter.
I like the governor of Egypt. He feels like one of my own relatives. And I cannot help but feel I know him from somewhere.
Unlike you, I don't feel comfortable in his presence. When he looks at me, I feel like he can see through me and read my mind.
I would also like to meet you, but with Father's plan, it doesn't look like I will get the chance.
Wait a minute. We've made a mistake. Why did we tell our brothers to enter through Syria Gate?
Of course. The guards will surely recognize any of us. Simeon and Reuben will surely be found out.
What are we doing?
Calm down. It will be whatever God wills.
I hope they are not recognized.
So do I. Then let's go. I think we've made a mistake. Why? Because the guards know our faces, and they'll surely recognize us.
Then let's go back.
No, it's too late for that. If we turn around, then it will draw more attention to us. We should just cover our faces more.
Have you seen the 10 Canaanite brothers yet? No, only small groups.
Did you hear that? They are looking for us.
You two, where are you from?
Canaan. I'm Gad. This is my brother, Asher.
We have come to get wheat.
Do you know anything about 10 Canaanite brothers?
No, we had just 2.
All right, you can enter.
Any news of the 10 brothers?
I asked other Canaanite people who said they were together until just after Thebes. I have not seen them yet.
Keep looking. The governor of Egypt wants to see them. I think it is very important.
30 measures. Next step forward. Where are you from?
Asher from Canaan.
Asher.
Right.
30 measures. Off you go. Next person. Where are you from?
From Canaan. I'm Gad.
The 40 days are near their end. Zuleika will soon come out of seclusion.
And what will happen if Zuleika refuses your proposal of marriage?
Accepting a spouse is not compulsory. I just informed her of God's command. She may accept or decline. There is no news yet of my brothers. They're late. May I enter, Your Excellency? Mom, yes, come in. Your Excellency, your brothers have been sighted close to Thebes, though not seen entering the gate.
Could they have entered through the gate and not have been recognized by the guards?
If they have entered Thebes, they would undoubtedly go silently.
Hello, Joy ito pala. Hello, Joy's Journey. Ay!
I will find bring them.
Nakataas pa yung pako. Thank you for come back. Oo nga, okay lang yan. Tambay-tambay lang. Habang nanonood ng movie. Oo nga, okay lang yan. Tambay-tambay lang. Habang nanonood
Shall we exit through different gates?
Quietly and without drawing attention, we will exit via the gates through which we came in. We were lucky they didn't recognize us when we entered. We will wait for Reuben and Simeon.
We must keep our distance from each other. We cannot be seen together.
I'm sure the guards are still after us.
Have you seen the 10 Canaanite brothers?
There are many Canaanites amongst the people today.
Hello, Joyce for Duki channel. Thank you for thumbs up. Thank you for visiting. Hello, Joyce for Duki channel.
Those two
Thank you
just
for
covered
thumbs
their
up.
Why would they do that?
Thank you for visiting.
So that they are not
Watching movie.
Come on.
Oo nga eh. Ang pa ako nakatungtog pa eh habang nanonood eh. Nag-aantay ako ng tawag dito. Manunood.
Why are you hiding? Where have you been? We have looked everywhere for you.
Oh, well, we just didn't want to bother the governor of Egypt again.
Thank you for visiting.
We've been discovered. Well, so much for Father's plan to remain anonymous. Now what?
Seemingly a will greater than ours wants us to be recognized.
God's will is greater than Father's. I wonder what God's plan is. Well, let's go. We can't hide any longer. Come.
Don't worry, prophet of God. They will be here eventually.
Where are they? Why did they come near thieves and then disappear? Your Excellency, may I come in? Come in, now.
Got your mochaccino?
Did you just drink my coffee? I want to keep you in Egypt.
Good morning, Rihanna Carbonell. Good morning, good morning. Tamsak naman si guys. Tamsak naman guys. Rihanna Carbonell, tamsak please. Tamsak naman si guys. Tamsak naman guys. Rihanna Carbonell, tamsak please. Ay, 44. Oh.
We
Oh.
had a maid at home who had a mischievous son. We had to tell him his mouth. You see, we had to get rid of his terrible mischief. This document is related to that maid.
Hey. Hey. Oh.
What did they say?
Hey.
I don't know. We never had such a maid slave.
Ayo.
Are you ever going to
Ang ginagawa?
How did you get that document, Lady Selena?
I took the document from Juicy,
Hoy.
the Jew
Nanonood ako.
who was soon to inherit.
Naka-live stream ako.
We know everything. I don't understand. How?
Masahod ka na ba sa Facebook mo?
How?
Eh, sa YouTube mo, hindi pa.
Di pa, naghahabol ako ng WhatsApp.
Recognize it. It's the challenge found in Benjamin Blood.
Oo, 3:53, oh. 7 minutes na lang magko-close na ako ng ano ko, live.
With that sound, it tells me everything.
Ano ba yan? Puro tulog ng tulog. Kasi anak mo.
May group chat kasi si Ukraine eh, kaya ano, tumutunog. Makamute na yun.
Joseph's brother beat him up and wounded him severely. It says that you
Ah.
killed him, but Levi stopped you.
Ha?
Then you dumped him for wealth and conspired to tell your father.
Wala pa, Martes pa lang eh. Di ba yun naman babayaran ko lang sa'yo? Yun lang babayaran ko sa'yo, di ba? Ito ka pala. Sabi mo Sabado na mag-uulog.
Ano?
Sabi mo Sabado na.
Ay, tama. Mapulot ka ngayon kasi kukulangin na ako. Yung pera na naiwan sa akin.